Dani Wilson is a super accomplished artist. She's got her work published in an international art book that was really exciting because that's around the time that she reached out to us and we connected. And she's a prolific artist. Please check her out online. Her Instagram account is Abstracts by Dani, and you'll see a ton of her work. Today we get to talk about mineral paper, which is a Yasutomo product. Mineral paper, for anyone who doesn't know, is like an alternative paper. Dani's holding it up, beautifully displaying it. It's made from rocks, not trees, as we like to say, because it's made of 80% calcium carbonate. Oh, thank you, Dani. That is so helpful. I was going to try and do it like over on the side. That really helps.
I got you back.
Yes, we make a good team. And it's a really unique texture, and it's good for all kinds of different media. And Dani's going to demonstrate alcohol inks on it, which is really cool because she's achieved some really amazing results that are really unique to mineral paper, even compared to other like non-tree substrates.
Really eco-friendly. There's a real popular plastic paper out there, and that is all plastic. But with the mineral paper, it's only 20% polycarbonate, and the rest is made from rocks, not trees. How much better can you get? Plus, it's an amazing surface to work on.
Yes, I love it. Actually, over like the recent months, we've heard from even more artists who have used it for kind of projects that we've never even considered before, including silver point. It's like this technique where you actually use precious metals like silver and gold to mark on the paper. And mineral paper works great for that. And the watercolor, of course, alcohol inks. So our mineral paper is available in pads of 20 sheets. There's 3 sizes, a 6 by 8 inch. We also have a 9 by 12 inch. That's our most popular, I'd say, and a large 11 by 14 inch, which I know Dani also really likes.
And I want to give a shout out to my friends over at T-Rex, yay, who graciously donated this. It is a 12 pack of this starter kit. They're alcohol inks, which go so great with the mineral paper. They didn't reach out to me and ask me. I reached out to them and said, look, I love your ink. Can we use your name and stuff? And they were really great. This is a great product. The inks are very saturated. They're very rich. And like I said, along with the mineral paper, I'm able to achieve great things.
Yeah, if anyone's seen Dani's work online, that's what she's using.
So today, what I'm going to do, I have my portfolio out here. If you guys can see this one. This is the demonstration that I'm going to give today.
Beautiful.
You guys are interested. So you guys can talk and ask Phoebe questions, and I'm going to adjust my camera and get this ready, and I will talk to you in a little bit. So in the background, I'll talk a little bit. So today, with the inks that I'm going to use, I'm going to get started with the black and the purple T-Rex. And then I'll just go about, in this technique, I'm going to be using my air compressor airbrush. But after this technique, I'm also going to show a hair dryer technique as well. So for those, you may not have an air compressor, but it's a very good tool to invest in.
Awesome. And we can see your workspace perfectly, Dani, so you are golden. Ooh.
And that's my first color. I'm going to let this dry. Just take my airbrush, or my favorite for the alcohol inks is the Conair, because it doesn't have much heat. And the one thing you want to know, this is on 120 volts. Just so you know, there's a little switch in the back, and keep it on the cool air.
Awesome. Yeah, Ida Jones says she has a lot of the inks. Yay, T-Rex, and she just needs the mineral paper to use them. Yes, it would be so awesome to see how that comes out.
I dropped my air compressor. So there we go.
And that paper is just dry, right, Dani? You didn't like
This
need to do
paper,
anything.
yeah, it's just dry. It loves any wet media.
Mm,
Absolutely any. I use it for everything, as you know.
mm.
But
Yeah.
the alcohol inks are my favorite. So I'm just going to start off with a drop of color. And just do a little wisp like that.
What is that you're using?
Alcohol,
Yeah.
99% isopropyl. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that.
Oh no, that's right. That's
And
awesome.
I'm just putting drops. I'm not going to do the whole thing. On this one, I'm just going to demonstrate. But you just go around with your colors and you just right over top like that.
Wow.
I go around with my bottom color, which is the purple. And once I go around with that, then I go up and I pick up some of the black.
Mm.
It starts giving it its depth and definition.
Oh wow. Somebody asked if you can use it for paste paper, and I'm not familiar with what that is.
For what?
Paste paper. I wonder if Danny's not familiar with it. Maybe if Karen, who I know is in the comments, might
Yeah.
might know about paste paper.
You mean there's something I've never heard of in art supplies?
Hard to believe, I know. Yeah. Oh, for mineral paper. Oh, maybe that was a typo. Yes, so what Dani is using right now actually is the mineral paper. So she loves mineral paper for this alcohol inks technique, or any alcohol inks, and I know she's done really cool stuff with gouache. Oh, and Karen jumped in. Yes, you can use it for paste paper. I gotta look up what that is.
Yeah, I have to find out what that is as well.
Yeah.
You can see I go around and some of the wisps I pick up the purple, some I pick up the black, and I like black, of course, it's my favorite color, and I'm just going to
Mm.
add a little bit more. There, put one more little drop there because I like to get the black in my piece toward the end for the definition.
Mm.
I'll just go down here. Whoops. Houston, we have a problem.
It's cool to see what happens though,
Yeah,
because we don't know.
first, but that's okay because I have plenty of mineral paper on hand. But let's see what this did. This
Oh,
is
wow.
how you find out how to do things is by making these cool mistakes. Look at that. How cool is that?
Yes, it's not like a proper live stream if we don't have something unexpected happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's how I make that one flower. And we are going to do full demonstrations from beginning to end soon. I promise.
Awesome. Ooh, we got Denise already inspired. She says she needs an airbrush. Yes.
Oh, last year I dropped the air compressor on my foot and it was the worst pain. I thought I would rather have 10 children again than
Oh,
drop.
oh
It
my God.
was horrible.
Ouch.
Now, this is one of my favorite techniques. This one, let me show. Let's see if I can get this page under there.
Oh, and Karen, thank you, mentioned that mineral. Oh, that is so gorgeous.
Yeah, this is the one now I'm going to give a demonstration on.
Oh, yes, love that. Okay, cannot wait. And that for anyone interested, in case you already know about alcohol inks and you're wondering what else mineral paper is good for, it's also great for marbling, jelly printing, paste paper, as we just found out, origami. It's super cool if you want to like cut it to size and make your own artwork on the paper for origami, watercolor, pastel, and alcohol inks, of course. I will say with the pastels, you might get a strange like effect if you use the oil pastels, but I've heard really great things about people who've used it for chalk pastels. Oh, pretty. Jackie says so pretty.
Sorry about the hair dryer there.
No, it's great. It's realistic. It's how it actually is.
And then for this, I don't put down any more ink. I just borrow from the one that the circle that I just made. So I put down a few drops here.
Mm.
Blow it into the ink and then blow it out. And that's how I get my flowers. Can you see this?
Yes,
Oh,
Jack
okay.
said it's so pretty.
And
It is. It's gorgeous. And then Karen
I make sure
had
I want to make sure I was still live. Somebody just tried to call me, believe it or not, of all times.
oh, they felt something. Quick question. In your experience, how much heat can you apply and still
Oh,
avoid
okay.
the buckling of the paper?
I love this piece right here because, like I said, it's down on 120 versus, I don't know what the other one is. I'm not about electric, but anyway, it stays cool. This will, I'm going to go ahead and take a piece and I'll show you what happens with heat. Let's just put a lot of heat on it here. This is pretty hot. I couldn't hold my hand on this right now. It takes a lot of heat. There you go. That's right there.
Oh, wow. And
That's
you really have to hold it on
that's
there.
what happened to it. Now, if you put this on the plastic paper that close, you would get it would melt. Now, this will buckle with a hot hair dryer, but as far, I mean, I held that hot right there for quite a minute, a few
Yeah.
seconds, and see that that's all that happened. So you're not going to accidentally warp your paper.
Okay, good to know. And you generally like to keep it at like 120 and use the technique that we see you doing of like keeping it
Exactly.
moving.
Yeah.
Cool.
Down there. I'm going to show you guys by going all the way around with this.
I love that color.
I do too. I love it. It is called teal.
Teal.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just had to look at the name, but that's what they're calling it. Some of them have different names, but that one's teal.
Mm.
And then I just continue this technique all the way around. And make my leaves, my petals. And see how by not putting other ink down, I was able to just borrow from this and the mineral paper. If you see, I don't know if you can see these tiny little wisps I get, they're shadows. That doesn't happen on the plastic paper. there's something about this paper that causes just beautiful shadowing that I can't get with anything else. Believe me, I've tried, and it
Mm.
doesn't happen.
Yeah, I love that effect. Maybe later on, like we can post a picture of after the finished piece. You just snap one, and I could post it online so people
Oh,
can see
sure.
it up close. Yeah.
I hear my Yorkie up there. And you can't mess up there. You just can't mess the technique up. Absolutely not. No
Mm.
matter what you do with it, it always comes out just so beautiful. And my really good pieces that I do with the watercolor. I mean, I'm sorry, with the alcohol ink. I really owe it to the mineral paper because the results are just they're night and day for me, at least.
Yeah, I love it.
Any results like I get with the mineral paper.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Why they made me cheerleader.
Yes, and you're such a great cheerleader.
I'm the unofficial spokesperson for Yasutomo. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, as soon as you see alcohol ink paintings, I feel like you immediately want to know, like, how did somebody do that? When I first saw it, I thought it looked like smoke, and I loved it.
It looks like it would be very difficult when it's really not.
Yeah.
And you can see I have it up on high right now, and I'm not worried at all about it working.
Mm.
And it's pretty hot. I couldn't hold my hand to it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just continue around and with this, and then I even go out one more, and then really start seeing the really light wisp color.
Oh, it's so gorgeous. And that's all from that same
That's
initial
all from that
application of glue.
thing I put down.
Wow.
That I just put a few drops in the center, and I keep borrowing from it until you don't have any more. But you get the. I don't know if you can see. This is so cool. Let's see if I can show this close up. You see those, like right in here, those rings of color. They're
Yeah.
just so beautiful, and that's those results that's from the mineral paper because you cannot get those results on plastic.
Wow.
Absolutely not. Yeah, T-Rex inks are so, I mean, you can see I haven't had to put another drop down.
Yeah, that's
Good.
incredible.
Yeah, I haven't had to put any more down. I just keep what's there. Now I do want to show something about the mineral paper. I have to grab a paper towel, so I will be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Hello, Rue. Great to see you here. Oh, Denise says that's amazing, so pretty, and I agree. It's really gorgeous. It looks kind of like a water or smoke still
Ah,
capture.
I'm back. I don't know why I didn't think of paper towels, but
Hey,
so with this piece, I just keep going around. Now I want to show uh, the viewers the difference between the plastic. Can I just say Yupo?
yeah, sure, that's
Okay,
fine. Yeah,
well, let's just say,
yeah,
all right, that's the plastic paper I'm talking about.
yeah,
And it's
yeah.
good stuff. It's good. Oh, just to let you know, mineral paper is cheaper too. I mean, it's good stuff, but mineral paper is just the best. Just that's my biased opinion. Okay, so if I have the alcohol ink on the paper and I want to remove it, what do I do? So normally with the Yupo, you just put alcohol on it and it wipes away. But this doesn't. This is what I call the 50% memory. You'll see that in text messages I send you, Phoebe. It's
Oh,
50% memory. And that's where I believe that all the shadowing happens from, because that little bit is left underneath. And you can continue
oh,
on that. And that's that's where I believe that I get my different results from.
that's gorgeous. And that makes so much sense. And actually, a watercolor artist told us something similar from his experience. I think he called it like the ghost or like the memory on the paper.
Yeah, I just call it the
Mhm.
half memory or the 50% memory, because it's about
Yeah.
percent it leaves, and it's just how my brain works. Only 50% of it works. So if this leaves about half of it down, and that so I can continue to build on that, and that's where I get my shadowing. Now I'm going to share a big secret for those of you out there that are fans of my work. All of my acrylic paintings that I use, well, all of them in general, I start with black. My background's always black. So when I start to
Mm.
paint with a piece of the mineral paper, I paint it, I tape my board, my edges, and I paint it completely black with acrylic paint and let it dry. And that's where I start building on black paint. So with alcohol inks, I'm not able to do that, but I'm still able to build up because of that memory.
Mm.
And
That's awesome.
to me, that's just um, that's just the best. It's the best surface I've ever worked on. I'll show.
Yes, there's so much depth to it. And hello, T-Rex. T-Rex has joined
Hi,
us, and they
T-Rex.
say, hello,
Thank
Danny.
you. These are all T-Rex. This is T-Rex's new, their new color. Is it flamingo? I can't remember. I bought it in the big bottle, but this color is really, really cool. And on this one, I did the same thing. I started with the circle in the middle, and I just borrowed from it by putting the isopropyl down and blowing it away from the center.
Mm. That's such a good technique. And I was blown away by how much you were able to get out of the first, like, just initial application of color. That was amazing.
I'm gonna try one a little bit better. I love always having enough mineral paper on hand.
Yes.
Had to become spokesperson when I went for when I have to get my paper from somewhere, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
There we
we
go.
are hopefully going to introduce soon a thicker mineral paper. So although you've been achieving fantastic results with the paper we currently have, we're going to have an additional offering that people will probably enjoy too. Danny's gotten to test it out and let us know what she thinks about it ahead of time.
Dragon fruit was the name of that pink painting I was trying to think of.
Oh, it is like dragon fruit pink. So pretty.
So I just put my spot in the center. Now this is going to be one I'll start and finish, and we'll post a picture of it finished. This dragon fruit is my favorite, especially in the, just makes it just pops on this paper. I love it. So that's what you want to do. You just want to start in the center of your paper and just make, that's my circle. And then we're just going to.
And I noticed when you were doing that technique, you were like, it looked like you were drawing around the edges. Is that to prevent the color
Yeah,
from spreading out?
I do that. I dry in a circle because, and as it's drying and I'm doing it in the circle, it's going to make these rings.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I just put my strip of isopropyl, kind of push it back into the ink, and then push it out.
Nice.
And this is how I make my petals. And I push it back and forth to get the patterns on the leaves and the petals. Whoops.
And Dani, do you smell the alcohol as you dry
Oh,
it?
yeah, let me do that. That's one thing I didn't do. People, please do this in a well ventilated surface. I'm working with super high I have high ceilings in my living room. So I'm not getting it right now. I can't smell it, but if you're in a small place, you definitely want to open windows. It doesn't, no, I can't smell it right now because I'm working with such small. No, when I do large pieces, yes. Because I've done 22 by 30 mineral paper alcohol ink paintings, and then you can definitely smell it. So, but you want to keep in a well ventilated area. And you go around and put another strip of isopropyl, blow it back down into the ink.
Someone just asked, what kind of paint is that? And it's T-Rex inks, and they make
Yeah,
alcohol inks. Yeah.
yeah, this is dragon fruit T-Rex
Yes.
color I'm using now.
Oh yeah, good point, Karen. I guess you pointed out you could wear a respirator too, right?
Yes, you can. I do have one of the 3M or whatever big masks when I do large spray paintings, spray paint paintings. So I don't know. You can use whatever you want, but if you feel comfortable with that, then. But I think just opening a window will suffice.
Yeah. And I'm curious too, where did you get that that dropper that you use for the alcohol for the isopropyl?
Get these on Amazon
Mm.
called needle nose dropper bottles.
Oh, great. Okay.
You get a big pack for like $6.99.
Nice.
Yeah. I forgot this out. And I got this dryer on Amazon as well. It's so coated with paint, but it does say Conair.
Okay. Yeah. That's how we know it's good because you use it all the time.
Yep.
Yes.
I've had the same one that I do my big paintings with. I've had the same one for 5.5 years, and it's so corroded with paint, and I can't believe it's still going. I've even on air to tell them This thing should have died a long time ago, but it's still going.
It won't quit.
It will not quit. Watch today.
Oh no,
Right?
we can't jinx it.
Call in California today. Oh, Phoebe, you jinxed me.
Oh no.
And that's what I do. I just continue with the stripes of isopropyl, and then once I get my full circle, then I just keep borrowing again from the petal. I'll do a complete piece like this for us to post, but now it's just giving you the lowdown on it.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And so cool to see as you're doing it, the process of what happens to the ink as it moves and like what's happening when it mixes with the alcohol. It's really helpful.
Here we go.
We have some more people joining us too. Throughout the whole live stream, people have been popping in and checking out what your work is. I think it's really cool.
All the questions that they can ask, all the questions. I love questions.
Yeah.
I'll answer questions.
Yeah. Ask away.
Let's see. Put it right there.
Do you typically like to work in one color?
No, I was just doing this today just because it was just a little easier. But in our future videos, I do have plans to use several colors.
Awesome.
You don't have to use just one color. No, not at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Rue or Michael, aka Michael Hahn, Rue Doodles. He says that he has a small battery powered heat gun that he uses for small work outside or in quick places where he doesn't have AC power. And he threw in, "This is fun to watch." Got to agree with you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Rue's another prolific artist. And then Bags by Deb asked, "What are you making?" I wonder if it's like as in like a subject matter maybe, or like I know you do a lot of abstracts. Maybe it's just an abstract piece, if that's what Deb means by that.
You always remember to blow the isopropyl back into the ink before you. But it's amazing how little of the product that you actually need. You need ink to do.
Yeah.
No, I love multiple colors with my
Yeah, I love what you did with multiple colors. And I think I used, there was one, it was like a bright pink. Maybe it was even the same dragon fruit pink and like a kind of like a green color. I loved it. And so I pulled that one and used it for the announcement, for the promo for this.
oh
For the
yeah,
live stream.
I'm trying to find that piece.
I love that one.
This is of course, this is one of my favorites. This is done with the black. That's one of my favorite pieces.
I love that.
Oh,
right. Wow.
Yeah. So this one I used the regular dryer and just made different areas with the different colors. And I used the T-Rex, of course. And
yeah. That's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. If I could heart it, I don't know how I heart it when I'm watching, but that's beautiful. I'm so in love with that piece.
I hope you enjoyed it. Questions.
Any more questions?
Oh yeah, that one does. I actually, Ida Jones says that one looks like smoke. I actually titled it Smoke. It did. It reminded me of smoke, and that's a good title for it because, like I talk about the shadow and the wisps that I got, and it gave that smoke look, which you would not get with UFO paper. You definitely need the mineral paper to achieve those results.
Yeah. It's amazing. It was so cool to see like all the nuances that you were able to achieve and like actually see the practice of you using the heat with it because
Yeah,
it's hard to tell, I think, unless you actually see it in practice. So,
absolutely.
yeah. Well, thank
I
you.
can't wait to teach. And what I really, I'm passionate about is my technique that I use deli paper, crumpled deli paper paintings that are
Yes.
fabulous.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, so I would definitely, even our next video, love to do that. It's going to be a great demonstration, but the paintings that you can achieve from just crumpled deli papers and mineral paper is unbelievable.
Yes, I think that's really cool too. Because when you told me deli paper, I didn't even understand. I was like, deli paper?
Yeah,
So it's so cool. It's such an
all
idea.
crumpled up. Let me see. Let me grab one real quick.
Okay, awesome. Oh, and we get to take a peek at Dani's beautiful workspace behind her. I love the green. Green's my favorite color, so it's always a happy color to see. And Karen says, great demo. You have inspired me to try this. Yes. And she's excited for the deli paper.
Okay, here we go. So this one because I actually made a necklace that I had on before. But if you can see that this is my technique using the mineral paper and crumpled deli paper and acrylic paint, or paint watered down. You don't have to have, if you don't have fluid acrylic paint, that's okay.
Wow. Yeah, I recognize that as your style. So immediately when I see a post, I just know that's
Karen,
Dani. Yeah.
Karen said I inspired her.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, she said, ooh, deli paper. I love paper. Ever since I was a little kid, I just have had an obsession with paper. And
Really?
yeah, but this is by far my favorite. I love it. I even love the way it smells.
You were talking about that the other day.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
I think Karen even said when we open magazines, we don't look at an article first, we smell it first.
Yeah.
So,
I wonder if there's other people out there who are like that. It's
I
like
know.
a
Who
thing.
else smells books and magazines? Let's just come clean now.
I smell books.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
thank you so much. I think you did a great job for this demo. We don't have any more questions, so I'm like thinking you answered everything that
Yeah.
everybody had. Yes.
My daughter's saying, my daughter likes to smell people. Okay, people are coming clean. My daughter says the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Oh, so does Rue. He still smells all the paper he buys. Yes.
Now we're all
Jackie.
out. There we go.
There are people.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us. This was so cool.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, everybody. We will see you a few weeks from now. So keep an eye out for the next announcement, and we'll definitely have Dani back on, and she'll teach us some more cool art techniques, like that deli paper on mineral paper. So we hope to see you all there.
Stay tuned for that.
Yes. Thank you all. Thank you so much, Dani.
You're welcome. Cheers.
Bye.